welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt stuck? Or you have those days where you feel lost and you don't know what to do and you end up doing nothing and you procrastinate and then you just get really overwhelmed and kind of get really upset and frustrated because nothing's happening and you don't feel like you're making progress and everything just seems like in a complete bind. Yeah, I feel like that today and I have felt like that for the last 3 days. And it's so frustrating. And this is kind of to do with like my YouTube and doing all of my YouTube related work. But I know that this feeling applies to so many different people's lives and so many different areas of people's lives. Like it might be you're studying right now and you're just stuck. You don't know what to study first, you don't know what to be working on, and you end up procrastinating and not getting any study done. Or there's so many things that you need done around your house and things are starting to build up and get messy, and it just gets even more overwhelming because the longer you leave things, obviously the tighter the deadlines become, or the more work starts building up, and it's like the worst feeling. And I really wanted to be making 3 videos a week, and I wanted to make a video today. And I'm actually a little proud that I'm making this video because this does make 3 for this week. But I just couldn't decide what video to make today. I didn't know what to work on, and I just decided to sit down and let's talk through the feeling of feeling stuck and not knowing what to do and having no direction. I was like, let's just talk about that today. And Monday is a new week. And I would like to be over this feeling and feeling productive and feeling ready to actually get lots of stuff done next week. And I need to use the rest of today and tomorrow to prepare myself for next week so that I do not go into next week feeling this way and getting nothing done again. So that's what I'm going to kind of do in this video. It's going to help me kind of get my life sorted, but hopefully it could help any of you who are feeling the same way that I am right now. So I find that with this kind of like feeling, it's so overwhelming and it's so frustrating. Things build up. It's like a lack of direction. You just don't know what to work on first or what you need to be doing right now because there's so many other things that are happening. Like I find that I have too many video ideas right now and I don't know which ones to put first and which ones to film what day, and I really need to work that out. If you're studying, you might have multiple exams coming up, or you might have multiple assessments, and some you'll be really good at naturally, and then others you might need more work, but you don't know which subject to prioritize because you're like, I need to learn more about this one, but this exam's first. And it gets very, very overwhelming when you don't know what to work on first. And same with the house. You're like, I have so much to do and I don't know what project to work on first. And you know, things just get super overwhelming and it's frustrating. And what I want to do in today's video is not only kind of get my thoughts and all of my planning together, but you know, like I said, help any of you that are in the same situation. So, one of the first things that I tend to do on days like today is just accept that I'm probably not going to get anything done the way that I want to, and I just have to accept it, admit it, stop trying to fight it because it's not happening. I'm going to accept that for today and tomorrow I'm not going to be working on the projects that I want to work on. What I'm going to do instead is plan the projects, because these things require planning. It requires getting all of your thoughts unjumbled and into having some sort of direction. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just accepting that today and tomorrow is not going to be productive for me in actually working on the things that I want to work on. It's going to be a planning productive, if that I don't even know if that sentence makes sense. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm writing the day off, I'm writing tomorrow off. I'm not going to waste my day and I'm not going to watch TV or procrastinate in that sense. I'm just going to go back to the basics and start planning. So some of the things that I find help me kind of like get inspired and get motivated is to, number 1, meditate. I haven't meditated today. I really need to do that after this video. I need to take 10 minutes to sit down. I listen to all different kinds of guided meditations on YouTube. YouTube's the best place for this kind of stuff if you're new to it. And I take 10 minutes to literally just concentrate on me and my body and my breathing and focus all of my attention and my energy right into me. It kind of gives you this like distance from everything else that's happening in your life. And then after that 10 minutes, you're like fresh and you're aware of everything that's going on. And I find that you just have better productivity and you're able to approach situations with much more ease. So that's why I think meditation is really good. The second thing that I find really helpful if you don't want to do meditation is to go outside and go for a walk. I find fresh air, regardless of if it's summer or winter, like you just got to dress appropriately, really helps me kind of clear my mind. And sometimes at these points when you're just really overwhelmed, it's time to just clear your mind and get on with things. And I think that's a really, really helpful way. Another thing that I like to do as well is I will actually clean something or declutter something. A couple weeks ago, I was feeling like this as well. And I actually went through, there was a bit of mess in my bedroom because my bedroom, that wardrobe actually has my DIY supplies and a lot of stationery and books and paperwork in there. And I had taken a few things out of the cupboard and I'd not put them back, so there was a mess on the floor. And I decided to clean up that mess, but while I was cleaning up that mess, I actually went through and just started throwing out things that I didn't need and decluttering it. There was a few notebooks there and I started reading some of these old notebooks, and it gave me a bit of perspective because I was able to read where I was at like 2 years ago in this notebook, and I was like, okay, you know what, right now is not as bad as I think it is. It's given me a bit of perspective, and it's just a little cleansing to get rid of something or clean something up. So that's something else I like to do. I find meditating, going for walks, and cleaning things is my way of cleansing my mind and starting to feel fresh. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to write a huge list of every task and every project that I want to achieve. I am going to get it all out of my head so that I can see it, I can visualize it, and I know what it is that I have to do. I'm then going to break down everything on that list into 2 different categories. The first one is how time consuming they are. I'm going to make a list of everything that's like super time consuming all the way down to the ones that are quite easy and really quick to achieve. But then I'm also going to have another category and break it down into the importance. I'm going to have a selection of tasks that are going to be super, super important, and they're going to fade down to the ones that are not so important. Then I'm going to grab my weekly calendar and I'm going to look at these 2 lists and I'm going to start allocating time to each of these tasks. I'm going to find a way to slot them into my week and work on the things, obviously prioritizing the ones that are more important, but working it in with a mix of ones that take a lot of time to ones that are quite easy as well. So I'm going to put that together into a week calendar so that I can see exactly where I'm going next week. I think that's going to be the best way that I can manage my time next week. I did say in one of my other videos I wanted to be a lot better at time management, and I think this is going to be a really good start for me, is creating those lists and putting them into a calendar and allocating time. So I'm really excited to do that. The next thing that I'm going to do on top of that is break each task down and have a thorough plan of what needs to be done for those tasks. So it's kind of like a to-do list of the things that need to be achieved in order to achieve that entire goal, task, project, whatever you want to call it. So that's gonna take up a lot of my workbooks, but I'm actually really excited to do it. It's kind of nice to just hit pause on working on everything and go and start planning everything and get some direction and get an idea of what's next. It's gonna be motivating. It's going to encourage me to work on the things, and I'm not gonna feel lost anymore. I'm gonna feel like I have that direction and I'm gonna feel much better. And that's what I really, really want out of this whole exercise that I'm gonna do this evening and tomorrow by planning everything out. So I'm really excited that I'm going to be doing that because I don't want to carry this over into next week. I want to have a really productive week. I want to be motivated and feel good about the things that I'm working on. So that's what I'm going to do. I really hope that talking about this out loud to you guys and sharing the plan that I'm going to take over the next day and a half to make sure that next week I'm being really productive is helping anyone out there who is feeling like this, feeling stuck, feeling lost, because I know exactly how it feels and it sucks. So I hope this was helpful. I might have all of this in the description or maybe even in a blog post as well so that you can kind of check back to the different things that I've talked about. I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you guys and that you're feeling a little bit more motivated and feeling like you have a bit more direction. And yeah, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or you're struggling with anything and you might need some help. I'll be happy to get in and reply to you guys. And up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I will leave a link to another one of my videos. And I will see you on Monday for another Motivation Monday. Bye!